How's it going, guys? Preston or Citizen Response. Today we're going to talk about one of the most dangerous mistakes that I see new gun owners make all the time. One of the most dangerous practices that I see training lots of new people with shooting is the placement of the dominant pointer finger whenever they're manipulating the pistol. Now this comes in a few different ways. One is obviously when we're just handling the pistol, whether it's loaded or unloaded, we treat it like it is loaded all the time. And obviously if you're sweeping, pointing the gun at people, it's a really bad thing. But specifically what I see is when people are mentally engaged on something, like they're shooting a course of fire or a stage or something like that, maybe they're reloading the gun or they're trying to clear malfunction, they haven't ingrained the high finger register deep enough into their brain, they start to get occupied with something else, and that trigger finger may hang down here. Now, I've actually seen it before where somebody would have had a negligent discharge. Luckily, they didn't have a magazine in the gun when they went to tap rack, but you got to click. The inertia of pushing the gun while clearing the malfunction was enough to click and send that trigger home. Obviously, the problem with that is if you do that and you do have a new round in the chamber, you're going to shoot the gun. So the main takeaway here is, I think, dry fire, specifically practicing. So let's say you're up on the sights and you get a click and you decide you want to do a clear that malfunction with the tap rack. The first thing is indexing that finger high. Every time I train a new person, I'm not rushing them through this step until it is completely ingrained. Every time we're done shooting, whether there's a malfunction or not, the first thing that happens is the dominant finger comes high and registers here. This gives you a little bit of insurance in case something does happen, that your finger is going to be nice and high, safe away from the trigger. So in the case that you get that sympathetic reflex and you grip everything, you're not going to come down and pull that trigger. So specifically, be aware, maybe video yourself or video somebody that you're training. Watch what they do when they're conducting a unplanned reload or an unplanned malfunction clearance. If they're hanging out down here reloading the gun, that's a really great way for the gun to go off. Or if they're tap racking the gun, that's a really great way for the gun to go off. Just a little tip for you guys that are new to shooting or training new shooters. Short video for you guys today. I hope it was informative. I hope it helps you. Definitely record yourself or have people record you when you're shooting. It can help diagnosing issues like this. Guys, as always at the end of my videos, I like to give an offer. If you're not a Christian or you're new to the faith, I'll send you a Bible totally free of charge if you haven't read one for yourself. It's chronological format, so it's super easy to read. It'll make being able to hear what Jesus and his disciples had to say for themselves a whole lot easier for you. Guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Get out there, train hard, stay safe.